Alright, hello and welcome to another Marvel Snap deck highlight. So in continuing with the kind of wackier decks that me and Dom are taking longer to brew, this week was an ongoing junk deck. So with that we made this monstrosity, and both of us had a very similar idea, and that idea was to run a junk deck that would be utilizing Mojo and Dazzler to buff them up. And right, we would just be clogging those lanes, so that way Mojo could be a 2/8 and Dazzler could be a 2/6 to 2/8 as well. And then just kind of generically good cards surrounding that. So even though we're clogging, we can still get power into those side lanes with something like a Mr. Fantastic or a Moonstone. So we're still able to get out good points of power. I want a White Widow, but I know they have a Merlin, so maybe we wait a bit on that. Mr. Fantastic, Omni. Doesn't really matter which location we hit, they're all pretty new. Good thing we didn't White Widow, I suppose. Dark Tower is back. Well, that makes it a little less bad. I think I will take my shot here with this. I think they play at least one card into Dark Tower, and if that's the case, we log it. Otherwise, you know, we tried our best. What more can we do? So we'll give it a go. And then I think next turn we just Professor X, close our eyes. Professor X left. If we can get the Clog here, that'd be huge. I think if we get the Clog red, I think we win. If we don't, it gets a little tricky. You're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's... They get +4, so they go to 10. Yeah, so if we can get this lockdown, and then we can Moonstone Dazzler middle, and then we cook. Feeling pretty good. Unless they have Enchantress, then I'm feeling pretty not good. We can go Moon... We should play around Enchantress. Whoa.
All systems go.
I think we just have to hope that they don't have Enchantress. If they have Enchantress, we lose. I mean, it's really as simple as that. There's nothing we can do about Enchantress. If they don't have Enchantress, we win.
Enchantress.
It really was as simple as that. If they had Enchantress, we lose. We could have done Moonstone right, Polymorph left. We could have. We could have. Is this what the Thanos tech looks like? Thanos control looks like? I'm not familiar with what Thanos control decks look like. So if this was like an obvious sign that this was Thanos control because it has like Hope Summers or something, it's on me for not knowing. I would have played around it if I knew. Hopping into game number 2. Also, just a fun reminder that as of you seeing this, I will be live, potentially, be live today from 7:30 to 9:30, streaming the new season on Twitch. So if you want to check that out, consider stopping by. Also on the road to affiliate, so if you could help out and give a follow, we're 2 away from 20 followers, which I believe is what you need to be an affiliate. So if you guys could help out, that'd be great. Yeah, we lose our. Oh right, I forgot that Spider Ham is. All right. Uh-huh. That's fun. That's fun. This is gonna be painful. I like how the game yells at me like I'm not waiting patiently for Agatha to play her turn. Like, there's nothing in my control. Please hit Agatha. Oh. Uh. Actually, though, we just Professor X lock down that lane and hope Agatha Agatha wins whatever lane she gets tossed into. Maybe. Uh. Huge. Huge. Trust. Trust in Agatha. Even when we get the worst like possible scenario, we still are able to squeak out a win. That being said, we lose if they have Shang. If they go like Shang something middle. But they don't stay to find out. So we will take that win. Right now, I am 1 game above 50-50 with the deck. I played 5 practice games to make sure the deck felt good, because a lot of this idea was actually Dom's, and then I made some tweaks to kind of my preference. My tweaks were adding Ant-Man, Kate Bishop, and Merlin. Dom doesn't have Merlin or Kate Bishop. So not too many games played, but it will be a larger sample size than hopping into game 3. What I suspect, just kind of continuing the thought, is that this deck may be win percent not very high, but the cube equity this deck's been getting has been really high. It's a lot of surprise wins that you can get. I think like every game I won when I was playing by myself was a 4 cuber that my opponent snapped into, not even one that I was snapping or anything. So just something to consider. Acid arrows. I think we just Debrii left. Pit of Exile with a Pixie deck? It might be hard for them to get in there still. Why are they a junk Pixie deck? Okay. Want to do the grapple arrow, acid arrow, and then Dazzler, Smithsonian. They have priority, so this will kind of block off if they want to do any more junk stuff. The hood getting flipped. Unfortunately, not enough. Well, tie middle. Is there a world that wins? Is there a world they don't play into danger room this turn? Probably not the case. What if we do this and then we Mojo right? That could be decent. Whew. We were both going to Professor X left. That's actually kind of crazy. We were both equally scummy and he doesn't know it. He has no idea I was thinking about the same play. Yeah, big win there, big win. The big like surprise factor at this deck is a lot of people don't suspect Mojo. Like being able to play a 2/8 is really big surprise factor that this deck has. So that's why if you notice I tend to not play Mojo very early. Also, that's just good practice with Mojo. Like your opponent's going to actively avoid playing into that lane as much as possible. So you know, you should just hold it as much as possible. Also, Marvel Snap says that there's no deck similar matchmaking. What are the odds that I'm running Junk when I never run Junk against a guy named Junk equals no skill? I don't know. Seems kind of fishy if you ask me. Just saying. Nice. Nice. Do they? I mean, you know that I just got... That's crazy. That's crazy. You knew I had it. You knew I had it in hand. Okay. Victory. I don't know why he's pointing at me like that. He saw the green Goblin already jump his board. Like, he knew what was happening. Hey, I'll take these easy wins. Hopping into game number 5, I guess? I feel like a lot of these games have been pretty short, though. Will not stay in very... created cards. Good, because we have Kate Bishop. And then we have Merlin's Polymorph. A few. I mean, Debrii doesn't really help because symmetrical. But okay. I think we keep Bishop. Quantum Bomb's pretty good for us. Acid Arrow is less. Armor? Armor. I guess we just armor. I don't really want to play the grapple arrow. Pop. You are mine. What a shame. Ooh, and the Dormammu's gone too. What a shame. What a shame. Victory. The armor's so good. The deck's very polarizing. It wins quick. when you're winning a game, you're winning a game. Hopping into game number 6. I don't know how many games we're gonna play at this rate. All of them are like 1 minute long games. We have Merlin for 2, which is good. We have Professor X, which could be cheeky. The goods. Omniverse. Honestly, I don't really want either. So I don't want Wakanda turned off, and I don't really care about sewer system. So I think I just want to turn off Los Diablos. Hopefully we get a good look. Oh. Do you run those cards in a Sauron deck? I mean, like, I guess it makes sense. It just odd. How do we do this? How do we do this? Is there a way we can Professor X on 5? That's what I'm wondering. Man, those arrows are bad. Sabu. Oh. That is that was misery. A we do this. Then we grapple arrow. This doesn't seem like a terrible play. There's definitely better than what I'm doing, but this isn't the worst I've ever seen. Alright. That's not very good. That is a bad card to have. That's so unfortunate, honestly. We're 1 point off, 1 power off. And because it's Hercules, we can't get in. Alright, there's nothing we can do. Lucky. Unlucky.
Escape.
I mean, we also could have won if we pulled Omniversal. If he pulled Omniversal, we go up enough. You'd just have to Mr. Fantastic. But it is what it is. You can't win them all. Okay. Did I play this person while recording already? I played this person earlier, if not while I was recording, is why I ask. They're not even ranked. Can you not see? You can see top 10k, right? That's how far you can see up is to 10k. So if they were ranked highly, I should have been able to see. What did they play? What were they? Were they Nagamoto junk deck? I think I lost to them when I wasn't recording because they were running Agamotto, but they played Nick Scratch into a blind location and it turned out to be Sanctum Sanctorum. And it was like 1 point of power high enough to win or something. It was like a super niche scenario. So anyway, we started Debrii. Was this the deck? No. Was this the Annihilus person we just played? Dude, I have no fucking idea. I don't want that much cloning VAT, so we'll turn it off after I do it. Honestly, Ant-Man getting hurt isn't like, it isn't the worst thing. I really have no idea if I got their deck right or not. Do this. I think this is fine. Agamotto. If they plan on reveal, we okay, so I'm a monster. I understand from doing this. I'm a bad person. But we need it for the +2 power, and I don't want to play it right because we could get location diffed if I play it right. I'm trying to think if we win this. I feel like we win this. We have a 10 power Moonstone middle. The werewolf's only 9, so we win Monster Metropolis if the werewolf bounces out. That was a huge omniversal. Huge omniversal. Yeah, whatever, bud. Just get good. Now I'm so curious now if I'm going to look actually right now and see when I played this person to know what deck they were running. Because I think I lost to them because of the Sanctum Sanctorum game. But it might have been in this video already. Okay, so I just found out you can only see top 5k apparently. Because the match history shows what rank they are. And that person was 5134. And when I beat them earlier, I won. It was the first game I played with this deck actually. Was when I played Lizard Queen. They were at 6,000. So, I don't know what deck they were playing because that wasn't even the Nicholas Scratch Agamotto deck that I was thinking about that I lost to. But they were running a Nicholas Scratch Agamotto deck, so it sounded like I was correct, but I was not correct on what deck I thought they were playing. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Yeah. We don't have to do that. We can do this. What'd they get from me? No. They got my White Widow. I knew it was something the equivalent to a green. think we just green goblin left. Not great. I think that. I want to see that White Widow, man. Oh, this is Arsha. They have priority. I think we just full send. We full send commit. We have polymorph for the Professor X. So.
All hail Hydra!
Ah! That was not the card I wanted to see. In case you couldn't tell. We have to polymorph there. Not even a point of once in futuring, so I won't do it. Just close our eyes and hope that. Yeah, there's the White Widow. We could have once in futured less to predict it. We actually lose because we didn't. Holy polymorph. Yeah, if we once in futured left, we win. It's so risky. It's so risky. It's so obvious in hindsight, but it's so risky. It's so risky. There's no way I do that normally. There's just no way. So I'll show the stats real quick. We went 9-5, I. Yeah, we went 9-5. Because I went 3-2 before showing the deck, showcasing it. As you can see here, 7 cube rate, which isn't bad, and then 9-5 on 14 wins. We were 9-4 before that game. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, let me know, subscribe for guides, and I'll see you in the next one.